49 seconds left in the third. So the second and third quarters have basically belonged to the Suns.
Is this your game?
He knocks this one down, he's got it. And he does. So he may not be long for the court.
No.
This one down, he's got it. And he does. So he may not be long for the court.
No. No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
113.91.
When looking at LeBron James himself, as well as his fan base, one goal right now they both have is pretty clear and transparent. Why they're still playing, why they still care, is LeBron James has to get his stats and numbers and make that box score look halfway decent. For LeBron's entire career, stats and numbers have been a big time part of it. But now in Los Angeles, the stats and numbers are the biggest part of it.
JJ Redick left LeBron in the game last night because remember, he's got that streak going where he's got 10 points or more at 12:97, which he got with a 3 with 6:50 left. The Lakers were down over 20 points at this point. So I believe there's a phrase or a term for what was happening here, Chandler.
Running through defenders and padding my stats. Y'all know me.
That right there from LeBron James, a so-called NBA legend, is absolutely pathetic and kind of embarrassing. As look at LeBron's 10-point streak, trying to get 10 points in a blowout for a legend, that's embarrassing. A guy like LeBron James who has 4 championships, MVPs, all the stats and accolades. Right now at this point in your career, you're better than that. Or at least, you should be. As LeBron shows time and time again, what he cares about first and foremost is his stats and numbers and making his box score look very, very appealing.
I'm averaging a triple-double in the finals. I'm pretty good.
And I am at a point in my career now where I don't lose sleep over that. Like, fuck, how did me and Luka lose?
Right.
I will never change. Never, ever.
Now, when it comes to LeBron's 10-point streak, this so-called streak, this so-called record, it's one of the saddest records in league history. As looking at this so-called record, scoring 10 points, it's not like it's 20, 30, or 40 points. It's only 10.
On his 36th birthday, became the first NBA player to ever score at least 10 points in 1,000 consecutive games. That's dating all the way back to 2007.
I don't think so.
And here's the worst thing of all. This 10-point streak isn't even legit as a consecutive 10-point streak. As looking at the actual streak leaders that include the postseason, that streak belongs to Michael Jordan at 1,041 games. LeBron James, he ranks second, Karl Malone third, and Kevin Durant is fourth. That right there for consecutive 10-point games is actual leaders all time. And the funny thing is, for LeBron James fans, they never throw in that caveat, exclude the postseason. Because of course, why they don't throw that in there, then Michael Jordan actually has the record at 1,041 games.
LeBron's 1,000-game double-digit streak is the longest in NBA history.
Oh, come on!
For LeBron James and his fan base, this 10-point streak is one of their top priorities, things they care about first and foremost. The Lakers winning or losing doesn't matter. If LeBron get his stats as 10 points, that's what matters. That's the real important thing to the Lakers and their season. And once again, to hammer home, this 10-point streak is not even legit. LeBron James 2014 versus the Pacers, in the postseason, he scored 7 points.
About to eat, and my oldest son comes to me, he say, 7 points and 5 fouls, and he just walked away.
And one thing I do want to hammer home very quickly, when it comes to a 10-point streak, who actually cares about this besides LeBron James fans and a portion of so-called Lakers fans? Do I care about it? Of course not. Do you care about it? I highly doubt it. And even looking at someone like Jordan, the actual owner of the streak, do Jordan fans, NBA fans at large, care about this streak, mention it for Jordan's legacy? Of course not. And why is that? Because looking at LeBron's legacy, to put him over Jordan is to lower the bar so much that a 10-point streak now is somehow relevant. Even that streak isn't an actual streak.
Fugazi, it's a fake.
Yeah, Fugazi, Fugazi, it's a wazi, it's a woozy, it's a fairy dust. It doesn't exist.
Now, look at LeBron's latest game versus the Suns, where he did get 10 points to keep that so-called streak alive. LeBron in the fourth quarter was absolutely shameless. The 7:34 mark, the Lakers were down 113 to 88. LeBron at this point only had 7 points, and Luka Doncic, he was not in the game. If LeBron had integrity and cared about stats, where he would have been was on the bench. For LeBron James, he was in the game to get his numbers.
If he knocks this one down, he's got it. And he does.
All right. That's it for me. He got everybody.
What LeBron fans actually care about, what they value most, is stats and numbers and meaningless records. Case in point, the 10-point streak, which really doesn't even exist. And again, looking at LeBron's stat padding, when the streak should have ended, look back at 2021 versus Atlanta Hawks. LeBron James in this game, he got hurt only having 7 points. This ankle injury, actually very, very severe. He'd miss about 20 to 30 games for this season. But knowing LeBron James, he didn't check out call it quits until he got his 10th point. Once again, keeping that streak alive because LeBron James is very, very stat conscious.
One of the key components to the Lakers winning a title. LeBron, ooh, down he goes, and
he's trying to stay on the floor right now.
And he's going to shoot from the corner. Got it! He stays in the game and he drills a three.
Interesting.
You know, an interesting note, and it is very trivial because the most important thing is his health, but he did score 10 points.
So that right there versus the Atlanta Hawks, LeBron James having a severe ankle sprain. Didn't call it quits, but got that 10th point and kept the streak alive. Now look back 2018, game 82 versus the Knicks in Cleveland. This game, LeBron James, he only played 10 minutes, only played in the first quarter, which LeBron James is kind of bizarre. But looking at this first quarter, what did LeBron James keep alive, didn't check out until he got? Of course, his 10th point, to get his stats and numbers and keep that streak alive that he cares about very, very much.
Getting bottled up with Thomas, using his hands to get away.
Boy, Thomas is just...
LeBron James inside as Nance set up that brick wall. So LeBron has 10 points.
And he'll be coming out soon
to extend that streak to 873.
I rest my case.
So that right there from LeBron James once again, him being very, very stat conscious, caring about getting 10 points and keeping that streak alive going into the 2020s. LeBron James, the player, has great numbers, stats, all-time ranks. In that regard, he is a legend. But looking at the small things, the details of not stat padding, not staying in games late, and you're already blown out, that for LeBron James is one of his big-time flaws. And comparing to someone like Michael Jordan, these guys' mentality and mindset is just polar opposites. Look at Michael Jordan in Washington when his 10-point streak officially ended. This game versus the Pacers, 2001, December 27th. This game, the Wizards got absolutely blitzed, blown to the floor, and in the fourth quarter, down by 25. Jordan, the first 3 quarters, had 6 points, 2 of 10 shooting, had played 25 minutes. For MJ, not a great night. For only having 6 points, what did he do in the fourth quarter? Did he go back out there, get his 8 and 10 point, stat pad a loss, or sit on the bench and not play? Well, of course, Jordan didn't go back out there, sat down, because the stats really didn't matter, and his team got destroyed.
Well, I found out that after the game was over that he had 8 points in the game, and he broke a streak of like 860-something games in double figures. And so the media was on, how do you think Michael's going to be with this? I said, look, Michael's got championship rings, he's got gold medals, he's got NCAA championships, he's got MVPs. He's not going to care about the 8 points. So he met with the media and agreed. He said, you did the right thing tonight. You did the right thing tonight. I don't care about the points, but I needed to know that you believe in me.
Like I said earlier, a player LeBron's caliber, stat padding in the fourth quarter getting his 10th point, that's pathetic for your average superstar. But for a so-called GOAT, so-called legend, it's even more embarrassing. And again, looking like with Jordan, things he didn't care about were stats and numbers, especially in Washington. Michael Jordan with the Wizards, pre-meniscus injury, was an absolute beast and a top 10 scorer in the NBA. Points per game, 24.9, boards 6.1, 5.3 dimes, on 42% shooting. That right there from Jordan was prior to his knee injury. And of course, post that injury, trying to play through it, his stats and numbers and averages, they completely tanked. And by season's end, that 25-point average had completely sunk. But for someone like Jordan, what do you care about? Stats, numbers, and averages, or winning, competing, and giving it your all? So that right there is in the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.